So, just out of the blue, Bendy the Dark Revival official trailer just came out. What am I supposed to think? Hey buddies, it's Will at DAGames. Welcome to a reaction video, Bendy and the Dark Revival. I've actually been waiting for this for quite a long time now, and the game that everybody thought was dead is back, and I guess we get to see how it all goes. I'm also going to be talking about this a little bit because, you know, I'm a sucker for all the details, so I really want to get into it. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and play it. Already it's a teen rating, so that's something. Here we go. There's that classic Bendy logo.
Another late night, another crazy
Oh.
night.
This is aesthetically different.
You can do this,
It's like Bioshock. Ooh, Bendy. It's like Bioshock, sort of. Outlast-ish? I guess that's cool. Ooh, okay, that sent shivers down my spine. That's good.
Children of the machine. For
Heavenly Toys.
11 days, you've lived without the ink demon haunting your steps.
Oh.
I banished him away.
Is this a sequel?
I ask just a little favor. There is a stranger. Bring her to me.
Sure. Oh, here we go. We actually get some combat and some look at the enemies. We can wall climb now. Welcome back to the vents and bacon soup, I suppose. Oh. Ooh, NPC dialogue.
Almost everyone here either can't speak or they're completely mad.
Is that Elsie? Whoa. We saw like a weeping person from like Left 4 Dead and stuff. Hey.
Don't touch me.
That's Lauren Singer.
Everything else, stay away from the ink demon.
As expected.
He likes to smile, and he kills anything.
Ooh, that silhouette. They've really upped their ante with this. On the silhouette. Oh, this is big. This is very big. The tension's gonna be wild in this moment, for sure. Plenty of whackables. Plenty of hiding space. Alice with a gun. Okay. There it is. Bendy the Dark Revival. That's interesting. Wait a minute! Oh, nice! November 15th. Okay, I haven't had time to change my pants yet. That's not funny. November 15th. That is so close. That has to be one of the biggest stunts I would see in announcing a game. I actually kind of like it, considering this game has been in production for about 3 years, which, by the way, guys, is the standard for most big games like this. Y'all just think it happens in a year because of marketing, but they announced this 3 years ago, and look at it now. That's the end product. November 15th on Steam, and consoles soon. That's very damn... I'm spiced up. That's really nice. They knocked it out of the park. For everything that I heard and I got to see firsthand, they've really knocked it out. It's insane. But I want to go through this now, just to give a little glimpse as to what we might have missed. So over here, I don't know if this is an office inside the studio or if it's a home studio, like they're working from home or something. I mean, COVID was a thing, I guess. This is clearly one of the designers, one of the artists. And already we're getting actual, like, clear visuals of a face structure. So, I mean, that's normally unheard of in the game that we had in the Ink Machine. But we're actually seeing real people. I am starting to see the Bioshock resemblance, like, super well. Like, this shot alone reminds me of the woman in Bioshock. I'm currently drawing Bendy. So, actually, yeah, that's right there. She's an animator for the Bendy shorts. You can see, like, the style of it, and then you can see the onion skin layering. I'm an animator, I know how it goes. And even then, you don't even need to be an animator to figure this out. Quick fade. Now here. Is that Joey? That's gotta be Joey. To a degree, we're actually seeing some expose of the entire studio overall. Which begs the question, hang on, look back. Does this not look a lot more modern of a studio than this? Just saying, there's some aesthetic differences here. I wonder if we're doing time lapses. We're doing different parts. Yeah, okay. Already, I'm hearing this guy. I think his name's Wilson. I saw like a poster, like that poster that comes in Wilson. I think this guy is voiced by Kellen. I don't know why. He gives me Moondrop vibes. Plus, I just know Kellen. I spoke to him recently. He's got that range. I wouldn't be surprised if it was him. But already, yes, this is Wilson. Have we heard of Wilson? I need to brush up on the Bendy lore back then. I don't really hold on to memories that much. But it just looks so menacing. He's got no pupil at all. This guy is scarred as fuck. This guy has a backstory to some degree. He's evil.
What's wrong with me?
So clearly that's the animator that we saw who's turned into this. That was Wilson experimenting, saying, Audrey. Like that's Audrey. Attention, children of the machine. So this is to do with calling on the ink demons, and he's basically saying to them, yeah, you gotta get this Audrey person. This is the stranger that they're talking about.
For 211 days, you've lived without the ink demon haunting your step.
You've lived without the ink demon haunting your step for 211 days. Are we to suspect that 211 days could mean right after the events of what we saw, and the banishment of the hear this.
I banished him away.
I banished him away. I did. Is Wilson lying? He's probably just... I think there's a lie going on in Wilson. He's just manipulating the ink demons to go against their creators, in a way. Wilson's got this weird vibe about him. But 211 days, he kind of just pulled that out of the hat. You know, there's got to be some significance to those days. What happened between those times? Relax, the man who killed the ink demon. Wilson knows your purpose. Again, I think this is some prophesized thing. I think Wilson's taking some credit here for killing the ink demon. This is what's making me believe it's some form of sequel, perhaps. And if this is a prequel, then we've got to talk about, like, the ink machine was basically an extra revival. Or it meant absolutely nothing, and this is the real timeline. There's so much you can go into it. And here we go, we already got contact. So we've got the bat again. It says gent. It's like, we giving pipes gender so now? Now this thing. So we've got more of these blob monsters. They're far and wide very different. This one seems big. I think this one is slow, but heavy all at once. It's like, is it Billy from Outlast? Billy? Like, it's the big guy. No, it's not Billy. But there's a big guy. I can't remember what his name was. All right, so yeah, it looks like once you're in, because this looks like the Angels pit. I can't remember what the name is. Again, I haven't played this in so long. This looks like they have every chance to be able to get inside, or this is just one of those added suspension things where it's like, we know you're in there, so once you come out, we're just gonna wait for you because you're in there. Maybe it's just like a seal of fate. And look, okay, so here you've got a load of collectibles. Look, you've got, I think right there is an objective. This looks like a manual, if you will, to set up something. And then of course you got your bacon soup and your ink splotches, but yeah, that's interesting. So it looks like you're gonna be opening doors as well. That could pose some threat. If an enemy's coming towards you and you gotta go through that door, there's that added suspension. That works. And also, just looking at this, you looks like you get to upgrade this. This feels like Dead Space. You know, you get to upgrade your crafts and all of that. I think you can do that in BioShock 2. I can't remember. This is an NPC. I can't quite pin the voice of it, and whoever's doing it is doing a great job. But yeah, this looks like you're going to be going around and trying to sway the minds of several NPCs that kind of know your deal anyway. So there could be some vigilantism involved against Wilson. Bud Lewis, I think. That's a baseball player, I think. A fictional baseball player. Maybe they had some, like, sponsorships. Or, look, there's a cassette tape right there. Maybe it's alluding to certain cassette tapes by special people. Maybe? Maybe. Who knows? So that, I can recognize that voice. That's Elsie Lovelock. Because you hear it in Mommy, too. You also hear it in her singing voice. Like, I've known and seen Elsie's work for so long that this kind of feels like the right take. But pay attention to what she says.
Everyone here either can't speak or they're completely
They can't speak or they're completely mad. So those without voices seek to help, and those who have gone completely mad are out to get you. Now this, who is that? That is going to be one of the most eluding parts. Unless it's like so obvious as it happens, but this looks like the crying witches from Left 4 Dead. Somewhat. You can't alert them, otherwise they'll screech. I feel like this game is borrowing a lot of like really successful elements and adding them into this one pit and making it unique in some way. I'm not sure. So I don't know what this essentially means. It looks like to get into the atrium supplies, this thing's kind of buggered, so you need to go get that, like that collectible, you need to get the item to maybe fix how to get down to atrium supplies. Or maybe that's a secret place. Who knows? No one wants you here. So again, a classic case of those who are either silent or gone mad. This is one that's clearly gone mad. It sounds like there's a whole conflict between a civilization of ink people that are just kind of like, we don't want a part of this, or get them, or let's help them. It's such a divided system. So this is the antagonist that we saw from the ink machine. Looks like she's going to be helping you in one particular way. And you as a character just stumbling upon them, Audrey has no idea who.
Above everything else, stay away from the ink demon.
So that sounds like dialogue that had stuff beforehand. And there must have been a set of rules and guidelines to go by down here. They will prelude to your gameplay combat actions, including that last bit, which is the most imperative part. The thing that they're bigging up, which is stay away from the ink demon.
What's an ink demon?
Audrey has no idea. This is the first time she's entered this place, so she's obviously not going to know too much about it.
He likes to smile, and he kills anything that moves.
As we all know, I mean, that bit's not new information.
Here goes nothing.
You're taking a gamble on life, and that is you, Audrey, in a more fleshed out approach. This is how you look. I mean, damn, the detail that they've gone through in this it's incredible. Now, again, they've made a society out of this. The ink machine never turned off, so I imagine that the sentient ones inside there developed their own society. This must have been built out of the 211 days that this thing went down, surely. 211 days without the ink demon. Turns into 0 days without an accident. Work. Vent crawling? So we had like miniature vent crawling in Ink Machine, but it looks like this looks like sped up. You're not gonna go this fast down the vent machine. So another crazy moment, meeting with, I'm presuming here, the ink demon itself. That's gonna be a suspenseful moment for sure. Butcher gang, all back in there. They look much more revitalized. I mean, they look creepier and weirder than before. This stuff is insane. I absolutely love it. You got more combat here. That was a quick one, but looks like you're going to be surrounded. There's going to be points where these particular ones... Again, it's whether you're wanting to believe that these are members of the Ink Society that are after you, and then there's some that want to stay away from you. It sounds very convoluted. It's like a societal divide. Or like you do things in the game and they're a bit weary of you at first, and then they start getting crazier at you the more you try and step into places. Or vice versa, they started crazy and then they started liking you a bit more. These kind of things are important. She was the fourth. So, was this Audrey? Was Audrey the fourth experiment? That's the thing. Or was it the little girl of Joey's? Is Audrey the girl of Joey? I don't know. The metaverse is weird. More chances to hide. And now here we are. Look, perfect shot. Alice Angel right there. Now this got people divided. Alice Angel supposedly died. I think here's the thing. I said this from the very beginning. They're ink demons. They're ink. You could just create another Alice Angel. I think this is just another copy of Alice Angel. I guess that's the only explanation I have. And if this is a prequel, then clearly she's been around. But she has a gun as well. I mean, everybody says that. So you see that. Wait, I think oh, you know what? That's interesting. Okay, so you can see this ink person. She's touching the ink person and is evaporating and dissolving. Are you, as Audrey, absorbing these people? That's interesting to think about. And then, of course, wait, no, that could be a particular tool. You have to absorb as many people to have the power to be able to connect to certain things, perhaps like this device. That could be kind of interesting. And this bit. And then the logo. But looks like you're going to be able to pounce on people as well. You'll be able to, like, jump from ledges and attack. Like, there's different ways to combat them. and do all these things. So you can clearly just whack, you can hide, you can jump on top of them, you can maybe absorb them or dissolve them. I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, so much to do with that bit. There's little Bendy there. So this is the first time we actually get to see a proper Bendy. Like, don't get me wrong, on the store page, there was a particular image that showed this little tyke. Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna have a voice either. Much like Boris, you're not gonna... Will we ever see Boris? That's the thing. We definitely have Bendy. He's playing with a model train. I'm not sure whether to believe that's a trap or not. This is the good Bendy, but was always a part of the studio and was always a lure to the bigger demon. It's hard to say, but Bendy overall just looks so adorable. And the best part is, not long to have these answers revealed. November 15th, 2022. Such a clutch date. For what seems to be have waited for 3 years, we're now really only having to wait 2 weeks as of this video recording. That's incredible. And of course, Xbox and PlayStation are going to get it soon. I imagine they wanted to get this into the hands of as many people as possible. And the main demographic, let's face it, is going to be Steam. So seeing all of this, it's incredible. I am very happy with the outcome on this. Such is the end. So really, there was a whole lot to unpack with this trailer. With it only being 2 minutes long, they managed to fit so much into this. And all the little things that we get to see. On top of the fact that this is definitely a visual upgrade. It looks so much better than the previous one. The lighting is better, the textures are better, there's more emphasis on character emotion, their animations look nicer. Overall, yeah, this is an upgrade to what essentially was a classic game. Subjective on what you like, but this is definitely a humongous upgrade. Now just watch as the algorithm eats up every single nerdcore artist who's doing this like the very hour, the very second. As for me, I'm gonna wait it out for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna make anything. You can't really top build our machine at the end of the day. But who knows? I'm not gonna be thinking about that anytime soon. I am definitely going to play this for the channel. I hope you guys are ready for this. I hope you guys are ready to pre-order, or if they pre-order at this point. I'm not sure if they're going to do that yet, but they're definitely going to put it out, and I certainly can't wait to play it. This is going to be an amazing experience. Right back where we were. It's going to be an incredible time. But of course, in the meantime, if you're unfamiliar with the Ink Machine lore, I do have a parody Bendy and the Ink Machine cartoon on Bantermation, my other side channel. You can go check that out. If you're interested in any more tidbits and lore from any other places, I do have an original channel called Will Ryan Originals. If you've seen Iris, if you've seen Solitude, that's going to be the birthplace of where it all begins and where it's all going to end. So I've got that channel to entice you on with as well. But until then, yes, we've got a lot to look forward to, especially this month. We've got Sonic Frontiers, God of War Ragnarok. I mean, it's incredible. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw here, click like and subscribe, share for friends and family, maybe your dog. Check out DAGames Official on Twitter for news, information on music, animations, let's plays, and live streams, or Will D.A. Ryan on Twitter for more info about my original projects and live streams and whatnot. I'm Will of DAGames. We watched the Bendy and the Dark Revival official trailer and read through it completely. Let me know there's a shit that you want in the comments below. What are you expecting out of this? What are your thoughts? Of course, just leave them down now. And I'll see you soon. Peace out!